Since the beginning of 2025, a silent wave has been moving through the lives of many awakened individuals. Sleep patterns have changed. Dreams feel so vivid that they seem like memories from another life. A subtle, persistent anxiety appears without any clear reason. There is a growing desire to stay quiet and withdrawn, as if the body itself is saying, "Pay attention, something significant is coming." And it is not exaggeration, it is vibration. The planet's energy has started to shift in a way that hasn't been seen in decades. Those who are more sensitive feel it like a weight in the air. It is not a physical weight, but a weight of information. The Earth is sending a warning in its own language. And the chosen ones receive this message before any radar, any specialist, or any news report. It feels like a silent calling is being activated, yet only a prepared soul can hear it. People have begun noticing small things that seem insignificant but are not. Discomfort in certain environments, sudden irritation without explanation, deep thoughts appearing out of nowhere, that strange feeling of being physically present but spiritually elsewhere. All of this is a sign. The chosen have always been the first to perceive when the world shifts its frequency. And now, at the end of 2025, this change is not only approaching, it is already knocking. It's not about the end of the world, it is about the end of a cycle. These small signs that most people ignore are actually the announcement of something much greater, an energetic rupture, a global turning point, a spiritual alert that only those with a prepared spirit can sense beforehand. In this strange silence, in this heavy atmosphere, in this feeling that something is about to occur, the chosen begin to understand that it is not imagination, it is preparation. What comes next will not only affect the planet itself, it will affect every person who still carries light within. And as these early signs intensify inside the chosen ones, the external world also begins to reveal its own clues, only in a far more pronounced way. Nature, which has always been a mirror of the Earth's energy, has started reacting as if trying to wake up those who are still asleep. Have you noticed that certain places that once felt peaceful now feel heavy? People who once loved the beach say the water feels different, as if it carries a new vibration. Forests that once brought calm now create an unexplainable sense of pressure. Even the wind feels changed, faster, more unpredictable, as if carrying messages we have not yet learned to decode. The chosen noticed these shifts first, because when the planet changes its frequency, their bodies respond instantly. Some feel headaches in specific places, others become restless for no reason. Some simply cannot remain in certain environments, as if the energy itself pushes them away. This is not oversensitivity, this is alignment. The energetic lines of the Earth, those spiritual veins most people do not even know exist, are moving. It is a complete reorganization, a global recalibration happening without humanity noticing. Every time one of these energetic lines is affected, nature responds. Unusual rainfall, storms that appear out of nowhere, heat that surpasses normal limits, animals changing their routes. But behind all of this, something greater is unfolding. The Earth is trying to align itself with a new vibration. The chosen ones feel this alignment as discomfort because it is as if the planet is stretching its energy, adjusting each layer. For those who are sensitive, this creates internal waves, a mixture of anxiety, alertness, and even spiritual fatigue. It is almost as if the Earth is saying, "Prepare yourself, the next phase is coming." And even though all of this appears chaotic, it is not destruction. It is adjustment, it is response, it is the planet defending itself and at the same time announcing that we have entered a period where old energies can no longer sustain themselves. The most intriguing part is that as nature becomes more agitated, the chosen ones begin to feel changes within themselves as well, not only emotionally, but physically and vibrationally, as if something inside is awakening. When nature reaches this level of imbalance, something interesting happens. Human behavior changes too, and it changes rapidly. It is as if people are losing their emotional filter. Things they used to hide begin to surface effortlessly. Anger, envy, despair, ego. Everything rises to the surface, as if the veil between who someone truly is and who they pretend to be is becoming thinner and thinner. This is the so-called tearing of the veil. And it does not occur only on a spiritual level. It shows up in everyday life. People who once seemed calm now explode over anything. People who always smiled begin to show deep sadness. People who pretended to be happy reveal the emptiness they were carrying inside. And the most unsettling part, many lose emotional control as if being swallowed by their own shadow. The chosen ones observe all of this from a distance. It is not because they choose to stay away. They distance themselves because they feel it. They sense the energy in the air before any conflict begins. They recognize when someone carries heavy energy just by looking at them. This is not judgment. It is spiritual sensitivity. The more the earth shifts its frequency, the harder it becomes for people to hide their true intentions. What is false collapses. What is genuine strengthens. And in the midst of this collective emotional chaos, the chosen ones begin to notice something even deeper. The world is responding to the energy of each individual. Those aligned with the light feel a kind of internal pressure, as if they are being called to something. Those trapped in dense vibrations lose themselves in their own confusion. This process is painful to witness. The chosen ones see people they care about falling into negative spirals, believing it is only stress or exhaustion. But it is far more than that. The soul is crying out for help, and the ego is fighting to maintain control. As the Earth's energy shifts, a natural separation occurs between those who vibrate in the light and those who vibrate in chaos. Connections, conversations, and emotional energy all begin to change. The chosen ones feel an increasing need for solitude, not as isolation, but as protection. As emotional chaos, during this time, the chosen develop greater self-awareness, heightened sensitivity to others' energy, and clearer discernment about which people bring light and which bring harm. This phase protects the emotional, spiritual, and physical body, preparing the chosen for what comes next. As the planet increases its frequency, time begins to accelerate. Days feel shorter, energy drains faster, and routines no longer fit. The awakened notice time compressing as a push toward a new phase of human evolution. As time speeds up, old priorities lose meaning, intuition grows stronger, and the chosen feel called into silence and inner reflection. This acceleration triggers a deep internal awakening. Memories resurface, patterns break, and true purpose begins to reveal itself. Spiritual gifts also start activating. Strong intuitions, vivid dreams, accurate premonitions, sensitivity to heavy energy, physical sensations like heat or tingling, and heightened perception of truth. The more chaotic the external world becomes, the more intense this internal awakening grows. The chosen begin to feel emotions of others, see beyond appearances, sense hidden intentions, and notice synchronicities everywhere. The universe is accelerating their preparation, making them more sensitive, more aware, and more spiritually alert. It protects the emotional body, the spirit, and even the physical self. This phase is only a preparation for what comes next. When the planet begins tightening its frequency, time shifts as well. As the chosen enter this period of withdrawal, another unusual phenomenon begins. Time starts to accelerate. It is not just the feeling that the year passed quickly. It is as if the days are genuinely becoming shorter. Many awakened individuals have noticed this in their daily lives. Simple tasks require more energy. Hours disappear without warning. A week begins and ends in the blink of an eye. Even with rest, the body struggles to keep up with the speed of everything happening around it. The chosen feel this even more intensely because they sense it not only in the clock, but in the energy. It is as if time is being compressed to push humanity into a new stage. This disrupts routines completely. Activities that were once easy now demand full focus. People who lived on autopilot start to lose their direction. Things that once seemed important lose meaning. Even conversations begin to feel shallow, rushed, and empty. Behind all of this lies something much greater. The timeline itself is undergoing vibrational adjustments. When the Earth changes frequency, time perception changes with it, and the awakened feel it first because they are not trapped in the material flow. The chosen realize that time is moving too fast to waste energy on anyone who vibrates differently. Old routines no longer fit. The body demands more silence and less noise. Emotions ask for pause. Intuition becomes louder than logic. This is not coincidence. It is preparation for a more intense phase, inner revelation. When time accelerates, the universe is saying, you cannot remain where you were. You must evolve. You must awaken further. This pushes the chosen into a deep spiritual review. Old memories return, traumas resurface, patterns break, and true purpose begins to reveal itself. The body feels this as an inner rebirth. As routines collapse and time speeds up, something begins awakening within the chosen in a way that is impossible to ignore. It is as if a light that has been stored for years finally begins to move, wanting to emerge, to serve, to work. This is when spiritual gifts begin to activate, often without warning and without logical explanation. Some chosen individuals start sensing things they never felt before. Stronger intuition, thoughts that feel like whispers inside the mind, dreams that carry messages, premonitions that prove true, and a sensitivity that becomes painful when someone with heavy energy approaches. Others experience more physical signs, heat in the hands, tingling in the forehead, sudden waves of chills running through the entire body, as if energy were rising through the spine. This is not imagination, it is activation. The greater the external chaos, the stronger the internal pressure becomes, and this pressure awakens what has long been dormant. The soul of the chosen knows the planet is changing, and it responds. This is why so many begin feeling the emotions of others as if they were their own, seeing beyond appearances, detecting hidden lies, connecting with the spiritual realm with unusual ease, receiving insights that do not come from rational thought, and encountering signs and synchronicities everywhere. The universe is accelerating the preparation, making the chosen more sensitive, more aware, and more aligned.